begin with the latest state COVID-19 news. Today, Governor Gavin Newsom announced a plan to lift most of coronavirus restrictions by June 15th. California began enforcing the statewide stay-at-home order last spring. The color-coded tier system determined which businesses could open and set limits to capacity based on how widespread the virus was in a county. KSBY's Alexa Bertola explains today's announcement will put an end to the tier system, but the Central Coast may not see a big difference initially.
Despite this new announcement, San Luis Obispo and Santa Barbara counties are still in the red tier. Now it's the current case rates that are holding both counties behind. Big changes are on the horizon for the nation's most populated state.
We can confidently say by June 15th that we can start to open up as business as usual.
Chris Eckers, Sierra Vista Regional Medical Center infection preventionist, says he urges caution.
Especially having indoor activities, but at least it gives us a couple months to get more people vaccinated by then.
Governor Gavin Newsom announced on Tuesday that 20 million doses have been administered in the state. The more doses administered, the easier the state makes it for counties to meet requirements and lift restrictions.
We're seeing death rates, mortality rates go down. We're seeing case rates stabilize.
San Luis Obispo and Santa Barbara counties are staying in the red COVID-19 tier for now. SLO's case rate is 6.3, but 5.9 is needed to get into the orange tier. Santa Barbara's case rate is at 6.9.
That's definitely the wrong direction. So we're basically going from 5 to 7 in a matter of a week. And that is probably because of people letting their guard down.
This summer's reopening is twofold. First, there must be sufficient vaccine supply.
We anticipate over 30 million people will have been vaccinated at least one dose by the end of the calendar month.
Hospitalization rates must also remain low.
I wouldn't want anybody who's vaccinated to think that they're 100% protected. It does definitely help, but as long as there's community spread, there's always some risk.
With this new reopening date now looming, it's anticipated that case rates will stabilize and there will not be a significant increase in hospitalized patients that have received the vaccine.
What is really necessary for this to be possible at all is that as many people are vaccinated.
This is really a race, these vaccines, against the variants, against the mutations.
Governor Newsom also said during Tuesday's press conference that even though the state is reopening on June 15th, California's mask mandate will still remain in effect. In San Luis Obispo, Alexa Bertola, KSBY News.
And as a reminder, in the red tier, retail stores and malls are limited to 50% capacity. 25% capacity limits are on restaurants, museums, zoos, aquariums, and movie theaters. Wineries, breweries, and distillers are limited to outdoor operations only. But in the orange tier, those limitations change. Retail stores and malls have fewer modifications. Restaurants, museums, zoos, aquariums, and movie theaters can all operate at 50% capacity. Wineries, breweries, and distilleries can open indoors at 25% capacity.